Big George. Came to his coaching session last time, and it was a really great experience. Helped me out as an entrepreneur, to help further my business and even my personal life. And some things I learned in his last coaching session were the charismatic closing, which he mentioned the 3 C's of closing, which were concern, common experience, and credibility. So those are some things that are really helping me out in my life right now. So appreciate you, George. Definitely come check his coaching sessions out. They're great.
What up, world? It's your boy, Big G Anthony. George Anthony is my name. Hey, listen. Those of you that's been watching Massive Action Mindset, I want to take the time to say thank you for all the views and the comments and the feedback that I've gotten on the show. Please, if you're on Facebook, like and share, start a watch party. If you're on YouTube, please click subscribe, click the bell so you're able to be notified when we upload new videos and we go live. We go live every Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're having influencers, individuals that are coming on, speaking and dropping golden nuggets on how you can go out here and take control over your dreams, goals, and aspirations and take massive action in getting those things accomplished. Listen, today is our 8th show. This is our 8th episode of Massive Action Mindset, and even though we've had some great guests that have been on, you know what? You never had the opportunity for George to really tell you about himself and how all this got started. So today on this show is all about me. It's all about what I did and the places I've been, the depths I went to come up with the thinking I had to change my mindset, to change the way I look at things. For those of you that know, I've been involved in law enforcement for a little over 20 years. And that profession has provided me the opportunity to go out and provide for my family and do the things that, you know, as a man, I needed to do to be a provider. I had a lot of fun doing it. But during that period of time, that 20-year time span, I hit a wall in my profession. You know, like most of you, I believe that I did everything the correct way. You know, I was a college, high school athlete that was lucky enough to get a scholarship to play Division I football. While playing Division I football, there was a period of time that was there that going through my 4 years, that, you know, when you used to accomplishing things, when you used to winning, when you used to being successful, and you go to a place to where, hey, you know what, when you left, you were all county, you were all state, you were all something, and you go to a Division I school or any collegiate athletics, and that's when you get slapped in the face that everyone there wasn't all something. So it's humbling. It's humbling. You know, you come from an arena to where you're the man, but you get to another arena where everybody that was there was the man where they're coming from. And those individuals that have been at the college, their sophomore, their junior, their senior year, are the men there at the time. So you got to go back through of proving yourself all over again, of gaining respect all over again. So college was a very humbling situation for me. You know, I was 17 years old when I went off to college, and I went to the Midwest. So here you have a Florida boy going to the Midwest, experiencing his first winter, experiencing what truly came when it comes to the changing of seasons. And it gave me a new perspective on life. You know, when it comes to going to school, this is what I tell my kids now. You know, I love Florida, but in order to grow, in order to expand yourself, you have to get out the environment that you grew up in. Because that environment that you grew up in, if you don't leave it, it keeps you constricted. It keeps you narrow-minded. You're seeing the same things that you've seen for the last 18 years. That's why it's good to get out and grow. That's why I believe so much into travel. Now, once I graduated college, I got into my profession of law enforcement. And that's a job, as I said, it provided me a good living. They gave me the opportunity to experience the adrenaline rush that I got when I walked out on the football field. You know, I did a lot of undercover type of things. And that adrenaline rush of pretending as if I was, back in the day, I'm dating myself, Crockett or Tubbs on Miami Vice, you know, gave me that ability to go out here and build that same type of camaraderie with the individuals that I work with, as if it was my whole team that I was playing football with. But as I said, I hit a wall. I hit a wall in the middle of my career to where I was feeling unfulfilled, where I was not getting that same satisfaction of growth, of satisfaction. And that's when the whole self-sabotage started. That's when I started walking down the road of frustration and blaming, instead of recognizing that the situation that I'm in, I'm there because of the decisions that I made in the past. And we're going to get a little bit more into that a little bit later on. So I started doing a lot of things. I started bringing things from work home that affected my marriage, that affected how I interacted with my kids because of my temperament. And it took me down the road of separation, divorce, to where I had to ultimately realize that, you know what am I doing? Where am I going? You know, I started to feel this wall closing in on me when it comes to finances, personal life, professional life. But ultimately, these walls were closing in on me. I was beginning to think negative thoughts. And that's when I started to get into personal development, and I realized is that the things that you focus on, you manifest more into your life. So I was focusing on the negativity, and it was giving me more negativity. And the more negativity I was getting, the more frustrated I was getting. So it was a perpetual cycle that took me down the road to where I had to ultimately make a decision on where I wanted to go. Personal development is what started to get me to climb out of that hole I was digging for myself. Realizing that the decisions that I was making is what ultimately put me in the situation I was in. Les Brown has a saying, I've said this before, that where you are today, you made an appointment to be there. Where you are and the things that are going on in your life is going on because of the decisions that you've made throughout the course of your life. So, the negativity, the frustration, the anger that I was feeling was because of the decisions that I made in the past that was unresolved, that I was continuing to let affect me presently. I was getting upset over stuff that happened 5 years ago. And this is what I realized through personal development, that our mind does not know the difference between reality, imagination, and dreams. That's why we can go have a dream and we wake up as if that particular dream was happening at that moment. That's why we can have a thought that happened 2 years ago, 6 months ago, and we will get the same chemical reaction that it gave us when that thought or when that situation actually happened. That is what led me to the power of the mind. If we control our thoughts, we can control our successes and the destinations that we want to get to. That's when I realized how powerful being in control of your thoughts were. That's when I realized that we, being in law enforcement, that we have good people that are in jail right now because of a decision they made emotionally. Later on down the road, I'll get a little bit more into that story. But an emotional decision is usually the decisions that can take you down a dark road that you never can recover from. That's why we have to be intentional about the things we let into our heads and what we focus on. Intentional. And ultimately, going down this road allowed me to meet individuals that came into my life that started to help me build upon my strengths and stop focusing on my weaknesses. When I started looking towards how can I become more in control of my life, my situation, and have control over my time instead of allowing a job to have more control over it. When I started listening to individuals like Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, all these thought leaders that are out here that are writing these books that allows us to go and get information on how they are achieve things and where they're currently at now. When I started to see this information and the light switch went on, and I realized that I could be in control of where I wanted to be by going out and creating something that I can put my effort into. When I can go out and leave a legacy, not only for myself, build something for myself, but leave a legacy for my kids, my great grandkids. I mentioned this in my last episode, or 2 episodes ago, that the reason why we know about the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, and all these affluent people is because they left their family something. It's about generational wealth. It's about leaving our offspring something other than debt. Jim Rohn says that profits are better than wages, meaning that you put more investment into yourself than you do into your job, and you can actually build yourself something that allows you or gives you an option to walk away from building somebody else's dream. Because as long as we're sitting here working for someone else, we're building their dreams and we're putting ours on the back burner. Now, there may be a bunch of you out there that may be happy doing what you're doing, and that's fine. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to those ones that are in a place that, the same place that I was in, that was frustrated, that felt unfulfilled, that has a bachelor's, that has a master's, that is a pilot, and have all these different skills and feel that you're not putting it to use. You're not getting the most out of the skills and the ability that you possess because of limiting, or you feel that you have that glass ceiling and you haven't broken through it yet, or you want to blame somebody at a job because you're not being given the opportunity. What I decided to do is take that, just take a little percentage of it, 15, 20%, and start applying it to something on the side that I am building myself. That way, I have no one to blame but myself for failure or success. So what I say to you guys is that when it comes to who you're listening to, George Anthony, aka BigGAnthony, I'm just like you. I just made a decision to do something different. And that's what Massive Action Mindset is all about. We're going to get a little bit more into how the show was created, where it's going to go from here, and those individuals that we want to come on and give the information that we need, that needs to be put out there for individuals to hear those things to get them moving. So we're going to go to commercial. I want to say it again. Those that are on Facebook, please like, share, start a watch party. Those that are on YouTube, click subscribe, click the bell, so you know that when we upload our new episodes every Wednesday at 7 p.m., I'll see you back after the commercial.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset, Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I changed my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. That's BigGAnthonyIII, and on Facebook at BigGAnthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace. What up, world? It's your boy, Big G Anthony, and I want to take this opportunity to show you how I can assist you in taking massive action with your goals, dreams, and aspirations. As a pilot, we have a flight plan that we must follow. What this gives us the opportunity to do is plan out our destination, our fuel, what altitude we're going to fly. How this applies to your life is that you're setting your goals and the point to where you want to get to. The flight plan allows you for initial investment of $49.99 to have a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, and an introduction coaching video. The next step is the takeoff. Once you have your goals, dreams, and aspirations set, you know where you're going, you have to take massive action to get yourself off the runway. A plane cannot just go half throttle and gain altitude. You have to push that throttle fully forward. This gives you initial investment of $249.99, which gives you a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, 4 coaching videos, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner so you can set your goals down on paper and hold yourself accountable. Finally, we have the aerial. As a pilot, once I get to the altitude, I have to make micro adjustments to make sure that I stay on course. I have to adjust for the wind. I have to monitor my fuel. I have to monitor the temperatures of my engine. And how you apply that in life when it comes to your goals and the directions that you're going to have those obstacles that come up that may knock you off path. But you have to make those micro adjustments so you make sure you stay on your destination. This is an initial investment of $499.99. What you get is an hour personal consultation with me, personal affirmation worksheet, 8 coaching videos, and again, your massive action mindset 90-day planner. But wait, those that are watching my show tonight, I'm giving you a special offer. You will be able to get the takeoff, which originally is $249.99 for a $199 investment. Again, let me remind you what you get: a 30-minute personal consultation, 4 coaching videos, personal affirmation worksheet, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner. But I'm also going to give you something else. Those that go to my website tonight and purchase at $199 takeoff will get your free daily affirmation calendar. I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. Continue to watch my show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and follow me on Facebook at BigGAnthonyIII and on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. Remember, you got to change your mindset to change your situation. I see you on the other side.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Hey, listen, I want to thank you guys for coming back and watching the show. Again, this is the 8th episode of Massive Action Mindset. You know what we're going to get into right now is where this idea of this show came from. Where are we going to go with this show? All right, this is where this show came from. I started out just wanting to go out and create something that when it came to a business, and I was utilizing another product in order to go out and create that business. I ran into an individual that's here helping me out. She does all my marketing for me. Her name is Serena Spence, who said, George, you want to know something? We need to brand you. You have a lot of information that you can put out there that people need to hear. So we started going down this road of creating something. I created a Mile High Mixer to where I had entrepreneurs coming out on meetups, and we were talking about different business ventures on what we can do and how we can do it, and giving ideas on closing and developing your business on different areas within the business that you're in. And it started to grow from there. I was happened to go on a show, the LCL show, Latasha Conscious Lifestyle, to where I was interviewed by Latasha on this network. And I was told that I needed to have my own show, that this information needed to be put out there. Never really thinking that this was something that I needed to put out, or something that started to develop and manifest itself, that this is the route that I needed to take to start putting these ideas out here, to start resonating with the individuals that needed to hear this. So, make a long story short, I was given an opportunity on the network to create the Massive Action Mindset show. You know, we were able to do 3 episodes. Some things came about to where we could not go out and create in the manner that we wanted to create. So we decided to say, hey, you know what, we're going to take this, move out, and start doing this on our own. Now, what Massive Action Mindset is all about? Exactly what it says. In order for you to go out and achieve anything that you wanted to achieve, you have to take action. You have to take massive action. If you listen to Grant Cardone, that's all 10X is all about. It's about taking massive action on your goals, dreams, and aspirations. And what I've learned listening to all these thought leaders out here is that success loves speed. By me being a pilot, this is what I equate it to. If you're sitting in an airplane, and I know that the majority of you have been on some sort of commercial airline, you line up on the runway, do you think that airplane can get off the ground by using just a quarter speed, where it just starts to inch down the runway? Do you think it can get up off the ground if it just uses half speed? So it just inches down the runway a little bit faster. How does an airplane take off? It takes off from a dead stop. You hear the engines, the turbines start to spin when they take the throttle and push it full forward. Then the acceleration knocks you back in your chair. and you feel the airplane start to accelerate down the runway faster and faster and faster till ultimately you feel it lifts up off the ground. That's how success is. That's how going after your dream, you have to think about it. You have to think about it. You have to be obsessed with where you want to go. You have to be tunnel vision to the point to where you want to get to, because you're going to have these distractions and obstacles and trials and tribulations that come about that try to distract you and get you off course. But you have to stay the course. You have to have on blinders. And you have to move quickly. You have to learn through failure. Now, while you're going down that runway, while you're accelerating, you're going to hit a bump. You're going to have the failure. But you have to learn from it. Learn what not to do. Learn how to get back up and continue accelerating. Because sooner or later, the faster you go, the quicker you learn through your mistakes, the quicker you put the new implementation into play, you put that into your plan, the sooner you will lift up off the ground. Now, this is just my analogy because I'm a pilot and this is what I resonate with. Now, when you're on an airplane, as you start to accelerate and you lift up off the ground, that plane does not slow down. The throttle is still full forward because you're climbing. You're climbing through those obstacles. The money that you're making, the new profits that you're coming in, you're taking that money and you're throwing right back into that business to continue to scale it. The airplane does not reduce throttle up until it reaches the flight level that it's going to cruise at. Let me say that again. The airplane does not reduce throttle until it reaches the flight level that is going to cruise at. And at that point in time, it's not dropping the idle back to the throttle back to idle. No, it's reducing it back to the flight level that it's at for best cruise speed. And in our business, that's what we need to do. When it comes to massive action mindset, that's what we need to do. We need to take massive action until we get to the cruise level where we can just reduce the throttle for best cruise speed. And now what we do, we make minor adjustments. That's why a lot of businesses fail, because they get to that point, but they stop making the adjustments in order to continue growing their business. When it comes to flying an airplane, it's just not over with once you hit the cruise. Once you hit your cruising altitude, it's not over with. You constantly have to adjust for wind. You have to adjust for the best economical fuel flow. You have to monitor your engines. You have to monitor the temperature. You have all these things that you're monitoring that you have to do the same when it comes to your business. So that's what we're here to do. This show is we want to provide as much value as we can to get you to take action on those things that you've been placing on hold, on those things you say you would get to next year, on those things that you say it's not the perfect time, on those things that you're saying that, oh, I don't have the money for it right now. All those self-limiting beliefs that you've been saying to yourself, what this show is all about, what we're doing, we're bringing individuals that are on here, that are successful, that are taking those leaps, that is taking that, got on that airplane and went full throttle and are at a level to to where now they can reach back down and teach those individuals what they've done to get them to where they're at. That's what we're here to do. That's why we're looking for the speakers. We're looking for the coaches. We're looking for the authors. We're looking for the financial planners. We're looking for the, if you're out there, we're looking for those individuals that just want to come back and teach and provide information just to get individuals to move. That's what this show is about. It's about taking action, taking massive action, and going down that path to leaving something for your last name, not your first. For working on something that you can say that you built yourself. You know, there's a saying out here that goes like, we are all a product of where we're at. You know? But what you don't hear, you hear successful people that says that I am self-made. You only hear successful people say that. I'm a self-made millionaire. I'm a self-made billionaire. But what you never hear, there are people that are average that say, yes, I'm a self-made, I'm self-made middle income earner. We're all self-made. We are all self-made. It comes from the decisions that we make. But the only time you hear people gravitate to that and grab onto that when they say I'm a self-made millionaire. But we are all self-made. And that's something that we have to sit here and think about when it comes to looking at the situation that we're in. Being realist, owning that situation, owning those decisions, and saying that, you know what, I don't like the situation that I'm in. I've said this on a couple of shows. My birthday was in September of this year. I turned 46 years old. And I had an epiphany that day. Because I was saying, what am I going to do to celebrate my birthday? Where am I going to go? What things am I going to do? And I started to say, what am I truly celebrating? Am I in the same place I was in a year ago? And that should be your measuring stick. Everybody wants to start with their New Year's resolution. But what we really should be looking at on our birthday, are we in the same place that we were in a year ago? Am I financially better? Am I growing as a person? Have I achieved the goals that I set for myself? Am I pursuing the life that I want to pursue? Am I living the dream that I want to live? Or am I just celebrating being 1 year closer to death? What are you celebrating? And that's the realization that I had to come to. That's why we created this show. We want to be able to give individuals, empower them with the information to go out here and do what they want to do, when they want to do it, and work. Instead of trading their time for money, they take control of their time. And they have the options to do with that time what they want to do instead of constantly giving it to someone else. That's what Massive Action Mindset is all about. So we want you guys to come along for the ride. We want you guys to sit here and subscribe If you're on YouTube, click that bell so you see us come out every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And if you're on Facebook, start your watch parties, like and share for those individuals that are entrepreneurial minded that want to hear this information from those individuals that we're going to bring on the show. If you want to be on the show, please contact us at info@massiveactionmindset.com, info@massiveactionmindset.com, or go to www.BigGAnthony.com and click the Massive Action Mindset drop down and fill out the application, and someone will contact you from the team. We're going to go to commercial and we'll be right back.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset, Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I changed my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. That's BigGAnthonyIII, and on Facebook at BigGAnthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace.
What up, world? Welcome back to Massive Action Mindset. I'm your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. And again, I want to thank everyone for coming and watching Massive Action Mindset. You guys have been a blessing to me, and I want to continue to provide as much value as I can and bring on the individuals that can provide as much value for you as we can. That's what this show is about. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about providing you the information that you need to take actions on whatever you want to take action on. That's in your profession, that's starting a business, that's being an author, that's becoming a coach. We're going to have those individuals that come on the show that's going to be able to provide you that information so that you can go out and do it. That's what the show is about. Take action. Take massive action when it comes to getting the things that you want, because you're the only one that's going to be able to go out and achieve it. You can't wait for something just to drop in your lap, because you know what? It's not going to happen. No one's going to rescue you but you. And that's something that I had to come to realize. Listen, I know I was talking about before, about I had to have a come to Jesus moment. I had to realize that I did not like my situation. I did not like what I was doing. I did not like who I was. And luckily enough, when I was going through personal development, I'm still going through personal development. I'm still going through personal development. I'm still seeking out others to help me, because when you have a coach, you achieve what you're working for faster. So yes, I had to realize that I did not like my situation, and luckily enough, I was able to resonate with an individual that I started to follow on Facebook. His name is Haziq Ali, a younger guy. But what he was saying resonated with me, because he was a young black male that was out here dropping knowledge on how you can take control over your life. And he came out and gave me this information called the lifestyle syntax, which now I've coined it as, you got to change your rap. And what the lifestyle syntax is that if you don't like your situation, you have to look at your results. If you don't like your results, you have to look at your activity. If you don't like your activity, you have to look at your attitude. And if you don't like your attitude, ultimately, you got to look at your philosophy. RAP, R-A-A-P. You have to change your rap. You have to change how you think. You have to change how those habits that have placed you in the situation that you're in, from the decisions that you've made up until this point, you have to change the philosophy. That's what it ultimately comes down to. Now, when you're looking at it, you look at it from that perspective when you are evaluating your situation. If you don't like your situation, you have to look at the results. Because the results is what got you here. This is why the thing that you're going through is happening. You don't like those results. So, what activity have you been taking to get those results? What attitudes have you had that led you to the activity that you're taking? And ultimately, what philosophy, what beliefs, habits that you've been taught that are affecting the other three. Now, the mistake that most people make, they want to go straight to the activity or the results and try to change those two. But that's a mistake. It's called a syntax for a purpose. It's a flow to it. You can't take them out of context, or you can't take them out of the situation that I've listed it and say that I'm going to change the results, but don't change your philosophy. It's not going to happen. So in order to change your situation, now you work it backwards. You got to look at your philosophy. You got to look at your goals, your beliefs, your habits of what got you here. Evaluate your philosophy, because ultimately your habits is what is affecting your attitude, your activity, and ultimately your results. So that's what you have to look at. You have to change your philosophy. You then have to look at your attitude, because once you change your beliefs and your habits, the attitude that you've been getting out, for my instance, for example, the hostility, the anger, the frustration, where was that coming from? That was the attitude that I was given. So what behavior, what was the root of the problem that I had to change in order to get a grasp on my temperament, to become more evenly killed, to not make emotional decisions, to stop self-sabotaging myself? How many blessings have I missed because of my anger and frustration and my attitude that I displayed to others? So I had to reevaluate that. I had to check my attitude. So once I start to find out the root of that problem, it naturally changed the attitude. Once I changed the attitude, it naturally went on to change my activity, which ultimately changed my results. That's what my book is all about. Bulletproof Mindset. Bulletproof Mindset is going to take you down the road of how I went from not liking what I was doing, from being angry about the situation and my circumstances, to ultimately thinking about committing suicide. Bulletproof Mindset is going to teach you and show you the process that I took to walk myself through to become the person that I am now, to taking massive action on the things that I want to take massive action on, putting the effort into the things that's most important, loving myself, which in turn will help me love my family and the people that I surround myself with. So if you want Bulletproof Mindset, go to my pre-order at bulletproof.BigGAnthony.com, bulletproof.BigGAnthony.com to pre-order your book today. Also, I have a webinar that talks about that same lifestyle syntax. You can go to massiveactionmindset.com, sign up for the webinar. It's totally free, and learn the actions that I took in order to change it and how I'm providing it in a coaching program. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back, and we're going to close with the hanger. I'm going to give you 3 actions that you can go out and take to start changing your mindset today. I'll see you. For those that are on YouTube, again, subscribe, click the bell so you see us uploading our new episode. Those that are on Facebook, please like and share, and start yourself a watch party. I'll see you guys after the commercial.
What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset, Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I change my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. That's BigGAnthonyIII, and on Facebook at BigGAnthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace.
What up, world? It's your boy, Big G Anthony. Welcome back to Massive Action Mindset. And now, this is Hanger Talk. So like always, as promised, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you three actions that you can go out and take right now to start taking action towards your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Number 1, because I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe that what you put out is what you get back. I put out a lot of negativity for years, and I was getting back a lot of negativity. Once I changed my mind and I started looking at things from a positive standpoint, people that were positive started coming into my life. So the first thing that you have to do when it comes to achieving or going after what you want to go after is make a decision. Make a decision, number 1, that this is where you want to go. Once you make that decision, you set goals, long-term, short-term, and micro goals. Because once you start achieving the micro goals, that's going to allow you to start building that confidence, to start moving forward, to start taking that throttle and going faster and faster and faster. So make a decision today that you're going to start something. That you're going to start a podcast, that you're going to start a YouTube channel, that you're going to go on Instagram and start doing Instagram lives, or you're going to go to Facebook and start putting out your content. Start today about making a decision. Number 2, you have to believe. You have to believe that you're worthy. You have to believe that you're able to go out and succeed and accomplish what you want to accomplish. Decision and belief are 2 important things. Because if you don't believe it, how are you going to be able to ask or have anyone come into your life that's going to believe that you believe? You have to believe it first. Because once you believe it, you're going to take all the massive action that you can to go out and achieve it. And third, and most important, you have to be able to receive it. Receive, be open to seeing the opportunities that are out here. You know, I'm going to go back to Les Brown. Most people believe or sit back and say, I'm going to wait for opportunity to knock on my door. Les Brown has a different definition of it. He has a different take on it, a different perspective. What he says is that opportunity is standing next to us, waiting for us to recognize it. So you have to be able to receive it. You have to start looking for opportunities that are there. Because those individuals are going to start coming into your life that's going to be able to help you, that's going to be able to elevate you, that's going to be able to get you to the point to where you want to go to. Because like I said before, coaching and the information that's out there, success leaves clues. Follow and emulate the individual that's already there. Don't recreate the wheel. So that, for Hanger Talk, are my 3 examples of what you need to do to take action on your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Make a decision to do it, believe that you can get it done, and 3, be able to receive it and look for opportunities that presents itself. I'm going to say to you guys now, thank you for watching Massive Action Mindset on this 8th episode of us. We're going to be providing, I have a lot more in store. Wait to some of the big things that we have coming up for you. Oh man, it's going to be outstanding. Remember, you can follow me on my Instagram, that's at BigGAnthonyIII. You can follow me on Facebook at BigGAnthonyIII. You can subscribe on YouTube so you make sure that you see the show every Wednesday when it airs at 7 p.m. That's going to be Big G Anthony. And subscribe and click the bell so you get the notifications. Those that are on Facebook, when you get this, make sure that you like, share, and start a watch party so we can get this information out here to the people that need to hear it. And remember, you have to change your mindset to change your situation. I'll see you guys next week.
What up, world? It's your boy, Big G Anthony, and I want to take this opportunity to show you how I can assist you in taking massive action with your goals, dreams, and aspirations. As a pilot, we have a flight plan that we must follow. What this gives us the opportunity to do is plan out our destination, our fuel, what altitude we're going to fly. How this applies to your life is that you're setting your goals and the point to where you want to get to. The flight plan allows you for initial investment of $49.99 to have a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, and an introduction coaching video. The next step is the takeoff. Once you have your goals, dreams, and aspirations set, you know where you're going, you have to take massive action to get yourself off the runway. A plane cannot just go half throttle and gain altitude. You have to push that throttle fully forward. This gives you an initial investment of $249.99, which gives you a 30-minute consultation with me, a personal affirmation worksheet, 4 coaching videos, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner so you can set your goals down on paper and hold yourself accountable. Finally, we have the aerial. As a pilot, once I get to the altitude, I have to make micro adjustments to make sure that I stay on course. I have to adjust for the wind. I have to monitor my fuel. I have to monitor the temperatures of my engine. And how you apply that in life when it comes to your goals and the directions that you're going to have those obstacles that come up that may knock you off path. But you have to make those micro adjustments so you make sure you stay on your destination. This is an initial investment of $499.99. What you get is an hour personal consultation with me, personal affirmation worksheet, 8 coaching videos, and again, your massive action mindset 90-day planner. But wait, those that are watching my show tonight, I'm giving you a special offer. You will be able to get the takeoff, which originally is $249.99 for a $199 investment. Again, let me remind you what you get: a 30-minute personal consultation, 4 coaching videos, personal affirmation worksheet, and a massive action mindset 90-day planner. But I'm also going to give you something else. Those that go to my website tonight and purchase that $199, Takeoff will get your free daily affirmation calendar. I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. Continue to watch my show every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. and follow me on Facebook at BigGAnthonyIII and on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. Remember, you got to change your mindset to change your situation. I see you on the other side. What up, world? It's your boy, George Anthony, aka Big G Anthony. Listen, I am so excited. Today is the launch of my book, The Bulletproof Mindset: Strategies for Developing a Resilient Mind. That's right, I'm an author, dog. Listen, you guys want to know the 4-step process, how I changed my rap to change my situation? Pre-order my book today. Go to bulletproof.bigganthony.com, bulletproof.bigganthony.com, and listen, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at BigGAnthonyIII. That's BigGAnthonyIII, and on Facebook at BigGAnthony. You have to change your mindset to change your situation. And guys, remember, Massive Action Mindset is on UGT TV Network 5 every Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys come out and watch me so you can change your situation. Until then, peace.